and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a very delayed Ulta haul. I actually went out of town 2 or maybe even 3 weekends ago at this point, and I got all of this stuff and I'm like, I'm gonna do a haul, and then just literally have not gotten around to filming. Super unfortunate. Let me adjust the camera. Okay, so that's a little bit better. Because typically what I have been doing is filming during my lunch hour, and I have not been coming home for lunch as frequently. This has been a really busy time of year for where I work, and not that that's, you know, a bad thing, but it's just I've been just taking my lunch with me or eating there most days because that's just more effective. So this stuff, I've been dying to use some of it, and I've just like not touched any of it. I'm like, it's gonna stay in this bag and be like the bag of Ulta stuff that I just have not yet opened. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I still actually have the receipt in here, and I think that's like super duper funny. This, I went shopping here when they were doing their, they sent me an email that was 20% off for me and then 20% off for a friend. And I actually went shopping that weekend with my sister and my mom, so I don't remember who used the code, but they used that code. And then my sister had actually gotten one as well. So I got 20% off of everything that is in here, and I think my goal, so a little story. My sister was not aware that with Ulta, every time that you purchase and you use your card, you accumulate points, and those points can like turn into dollars, like off of your purchase at Ulta. She didn't know that. So she's got like so many points, just like that she's been accumulating, and she had no idea, so she's likely had a plethora of points expire. But while we were there in the checkout, the woman at the counter basically was telling us a story that her manager saved up all of her points in 2018. Because I think when you're platinum, I don't think that they expire. And then at the end of the year, she like went on a shopping spree. She had like over $1,000 worth of points. That is insane! But like at the same time, it got me thinking, how cool is that? So, I mean, if you're into makeup like I am, and you go to Ulta pretty consistently, you're probably at platinum, because throughout the duration of a year, that's not super difficult to hit. I think diamond is the next level, and I think I'm like $300 or $400 away from that, probably 3 after this, and I made another purchase for Christmas gifts. So I'm probably like 300 points away from that still. And I'm not like, but like I don't need to hit even platinum, but I definitely don't need to hit diamond, because I think at some point it's just like, oh crap, like this is a problem. But my point with that is, I think it would be really cool to save up my points in 2019 and kind of do a similar thing at the end of the year, just have a little shopping spree, whether it's, you know, $50, $100, $150, you know, however much money it is. I think that's really cool, and you could get gifts for people during the holidays, birthdays. My sister's birthday is at the tail end of October, so it would be really nice to get her a birthday present. My birthday's at the end of September, and then obviously Christmas. So I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about that for 2019, so I think I might do that. Anyway, let's just get into the haul. First thing that I'm seeing here is the Becca Glow On Trio Prep Blush and Glow kit. So this kit is, I don't know how much it was, let's see, I can look at the receipt. Okay, this was $15, and then with the 20% off it was $12. So you get 3 things in here. You get the First Light Priming Filter, which you guys know I have the Backlight Priming Filter, and I really enjoy that. So I've never tried this primer from them. I wonder if you guys can see. I have used up to about that point, so I've used a pretty decent amount in this, so kind of a good time to get another primer, and I really enjoyed that one, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this one. Just for your reference, this is 15 milliliters or 0.5 fluid ounces. And then you also get 2 powder products, which the blush that came in the kit with this Backlight Priming Filter, I wasn't, to be honest with you, like a huge fan of it because it's so orangey toned. It's very nice, it's very pigmented, it blended really well, but it's just not the best for my skin tone. Let me see if I can locate it. Okay, so the one that came in the first kit that I got was called Songbird, and this is the shade of it. It's almost like, it's a blush shade, but it's so orangey. Like, I wonder if that's even picking up right, like, because it looks more bronze from the way that I can see it in the viewfinder, but it's definitely more orangey toned, and it wasn't my favorite. I haven't used it very much because of that. But with this, you are getting a shimmering skin perfector. So I'm thinking that's a highlight. Yes, okay, so I have heard such fantastic things. Oh my god, that is freaking gorgeous. Oh, this shade is called Moonstone. I've heard such great things about Becca's highlights. It's right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's so pretty. It's so shimmery, but like, it just is going to add such a nice glow to the skin. It's going to be subtle, but noticeable at the same time. So that is one that you get, and then you get a Shimmering Skin Perfector Luminous Blush. And this is going to be much more my speed. So this is a very pinky blush. So this is the pink shade. This is what it looks like in the pot. This is the shade Camellia, I guess. It's a very nice pinky shimmery tone, and I just think it's really pretty. And there it is swatched again. So I'm very excited about this set. This was literally the last one that they had in store for that, so I was like, yep, mine. So very excited to try those out and see what kind of looks I can get with those. If that primer is, you know, much different from the backlight priming filter, if it's basically the same, you know, give you guys all the deets. So that's the first thing that I got. And plus, little side note with these blushes are, okay, they're 2.4 grams and they weigh 0.08 ounces. They're more than enough. If everything could come in a sample size, I would be a happy girl. I love sample size items, so I think these are going to be like perfect additions to my collection. I doubt I'll ever hit pan on any of them, so yeah. Plus I love the packaging. Like, I love it. So yeah, that's that. Next thing I got were these Real Techniques sponges. I actually recently threw away my Real Techniques sponge because it was older, and you're supposed to throw them away about every 3 months, and that one was even older than that, so I'm like, I'm just gonna toss you. And I evaluated whether or not I should get a beauty blender again, or if I was comfortable getting, you know, something else, either the Ulta brand or the Real Techniques. And let me just tell you the price of this. Okay, so this was $10.99 with 20% off. It was $8.79. A beauty blender sponge is $20 for one, and you get 2 of these. And personally, there are things that I, you know, maybe like about the beauty blender, but in my opinion, all of those things are not worth spending an additional, because if this is $10 normally, that means it's $5 per sponge, so it's not worth spending $15 more on one sponge for me. So that's kind of why I'm like, I'm fine going with the Real Technique sponges. So I picked up a couple more of those. Ooh, okay, so I got this blush. Let me just see how much it was. It was $9.99, $7.99 after the 20% off. So this is the Flower Pots, the Flower Beauty Flower Pots Powder Blush in the shade Peach Primrose. So this is a very nice peachy toned blush. I have the Flower Beauty blush in the shade Wild Rose, and I have used this blush so much, and I have like yet to even destroy the little image, the little flower in it. I love these. I think that they blend beautifully. It is a perfect blush for my skin. I love that shade. And I just think that this is not orange, and it's not quite a bronzer tone for me. It's just a more subtle blush. It's not... It differs from the Becca blushes that I was just kind of saying I don't really like, because it's more warm toned versus orangey toned. And I feel like that blush is more orange toned. I also feel like this blush that I have from Note Cosmetics in the shade Desert Rose, I also feel like this one is super orangey toned, but it's a little bit easier to, well, I mean, it's like, I mean, that's really orangey. Let me open this up. Okay, yeah, so... Okay, so the Note Cosmetics one is right here, and the Flower Beauty one is right there. This one is just so much harsher. I'm using the same pressure. This is just so much more natural, more subtle, and just gonna be a better match for my skin tone. I'm not hating on the Becca blush or the Note Cosmetics blush. They're just not what's right for my skin tone. I just really liked this Flower Beauty blush though, because it's just a lot more subtle, and I think that it'll be a better match for someone with such fair skin like I have. I just think it's going to turn out a little bit better. So very excited about this, especially because I love my other Flower Beauty blush so much. Another thing that I did pick up, if you watched any of my Wet n Wild tutorials about the new 10-pan eyeshadow palettes, I wasn't sure in the first tutorial if there were more than just the two that I had picked up, but there are, so I picked up the last two. This one is called Not a Basic Peach, and it has some more neutrally shades in it, but it's also got that little pop of blue, some like a goldeny, some golden shades, some orangey shades. You've got like a mustardy yellow shade right there, so I'm excited about that one. And then this one is called Comfort Zone, and you can see that this one's got some blues and greens in it as well, with maybe a little bit more of some plummy tones. So I picked up these two. These are the 4 that they have in the line that are like their permanent collection. So I will be doing a video about those soon. I also picked up another e.l.f. brow pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. I had run out of mine, and as soon as I ran out of it, I was just like, crap. This pencil is literally $2. So this did a fantastic job. This and my ColourPop brow pencil have been by far my favorite brow pencils of 2018. And the deal with really both of them, this is $2. I want to say the ColourPop one is maybe like $5. So I love them, and I needed another one. The only brow product that I have right now, well, I have two. One of them I just won't really use because I pretty much hate it. So the one that I won't use is this one from Cella. It's the Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. So it has the angled brush on one end and then the cream on the other. It's not like a terrible product. It's soft, you know, I find it blends pretty easily. My biggest complaint with it is that it's so dark. It's just not the right color for me. It almost looks black. It's so dark. So it's taken away completely from how fantastic it had the potential of being just solely based on that. So I really won't use that. I will use it occasionally because I don't want to just throw it away and waste it, but it's really not my favorite. But the other brow product that I have right now is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power in the shade Universal Taupe. I'm almost out of this one, but I have found that it's really, really drying on me. So that is, oh goodness, that is the swatch of it. The issue is that like one morning I came to do my makeup and the little pencil that it comes out of, because it's a twist up one as well, it had just completely fallen out. So I'm thinking I might toss this one because I think it's just older at this point. I haven't had it for that long, but I think however long it was, it's been too long for it. The nice part about this though is that it does come with a little spoolie to comb through your brows with, but I'm kind of on the fence on whether or not I want to keep this one, so I'm super excited to have this back. Next product is the Makeup Revolution Champagne Liquid Highlighter. I have heard, I want to say Emily Noel had this in her Emily Awards as like a fantastic highlighter. I've heard really, really fantastic things about this, so I just really wanted to give it a try. This was $9 and it was $7.20 after the 20% off, and I don't know if I can like get it undone, but if you can see here, it's like got the dropper style, so it looks really pretty. It's like, you know, obviously just a champagne shade. The name really says it all, but I'm very excited to, you know, try this out. If it was in Emily Noel's Emily Awards, it's gotta be good. You know, that's the way I view it. So I did finally get it open. Yeehaw. Oh, no, I can't get the plastic. Okay. So it's pretty thick. I don't think that's an issue. That's, you know. Okay, so that's it on my skin. Oh, oh, wow. That's so pretty. I'd almost consider putting it in my, foundation. That's just such a nice glow. Oh, goodness. That's very pretty. The one time I did try and put drops in my foundation, it was the Color Effects drops that I had been, that I got in my BoxyCharm one month. that was a terrible experience. So, I watched like one of those quick videos on Instagram. I know I'm rambling a lot today in this video. I watched one of those quick Instagram videos of someone doing their makeup, and they had just put the Color FX drops on their skin, and I know that they got the same one that I did. These are the, this is Nova, the shade Nova. This is so glittery that I put these on. Put my foundation on, and it looked like I had literally just like dunked my head in a freaking vat of glitter. I immediately took my makeup off. There was still remnants of glitter on my skin even after taking it off. It was not good, not good. So if you do that, great, but it's kind of made me hesitant to do something like that again just because it was so much glitter. Although I will say that on first glance, this seems a lot more subtle. Like, this has essentially flecks of glitter in it. I mean, they're glitter drops, so it makes sense. Whereas this is more of like it even says liquid highlighter, so it's meant to be used here, but if you're adding a little bit of dewiness to your look, I think that these would be better, just because this is like almost chunky glitter, and I'm not a fan of it. So yeah, okay, got that. I also got the Makeup Revolution Fast Base Concealer. The reason I got it, and I don't know if you guys can see, is the top of it here has a little spongy on it, and it reminds me of the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind that has a little sponge tip on it, and I just want to see if it's a dupe for it. So I have the shade C2. So this was $8, and with $3 off it was $4. Or I think this was actually on sale, so it was only $4, so nice. Or I think it may have been buy one get one 50%. I don't know. It was on sale. Last two things I got, oh, actually I got three more things. Next thing is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I've really been needing a new concealer, so a couple of new concealers, so that's why I got this and this. I only have two right now, only because I need 8. This is the shade Light Ivory. I've heard some like decent things about this, and I just kind of wanted to give it a shot. I will say, like, packaging wise, it looks dark even for Light Ivory. So I think it's going to be like a decent match, but we'll have to see about that. I don't think that there was any lighter shades. I might have been wrong, but I want to say I got like one of the lightest shades, so we'll see about that. Now for the last two things I got. Morphe is in Ulta stores now, and I've been wanting to add to my brush collection just kind of slowly. So I did get 2 Morphe brushes. The brush that I really just want to get from Morphe is the Y6, but it's not in either of the Ultas that I've been to, so I'm thinking that might just be like an online brush, but I just really want to see what the hype is about and see if Laura Lee's like, it's just crazy, or if the Y6 is amazing. So, the 2 brushes that I got, they're both face brushes. This is the Morphe M105, and I think it would be just a really great blush brush. And then this is the M536, which you could really use for a couple of different purposes. You could use it for highlight. It is tapered, so that would work. You could use it for blush. You could use it for like really concentrated contour. You could use it to set your under eye makeup. So really the same thing with this, to set your under eye makeup, but these, the difference, so these are, I'm thinking like full synthetic brushes. I think both of them are. This one, the M536, is much softer. It's a little bit more tapered. It is duo fiber, so this is just a little bit softer, although this is still very soft. I actually don't have any Morphe brushes, so I figured I'll just pick these up, you know, a couple at a time, and then just kind of build a little bit more of my collection from there. One of them, or this one was $8 and this one was $5, so yeah, so that's all I got from Ulta. I'm so excited I finally can use everything. I'm also very proud of my self-control, because you have to have it if you're taking weeks to use things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's anything that you see in here that you specifically want me to do a tutorial about, definitely leave that in the comments below. Make sure to like this video before you leave and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all of my latest content, and I will see you guys next time.